Hey everyone, welcome to Virtue Healthcare. This is an exercise class for kids. Feel free to join in whether you're a kid or just a kid at heart. You won't need anything but your bodies, so let's get started. We're going to start with some animal walks to warm up. First up, the bear crawl. Bring your hands to the floor, but keep your hips up to the sky. Travel, moving your opposite hand and leg at the same time. Try to keep your hands and feet as close together as you can while you travel. Think about finding delicious honey pots. You know, since you're a bear and everything. Next, let's transform into a crab. Come to the floor, hands behind you and supporting with your feet, lift your hips as high as you can. Here, I am traveling forward and backward, but as we know, crabs move sideways, so feel free to explore all directions. Move opposite hand and leg at the same time. Oh, and remember to smile. Okay, let's be monkeys. We'll be moving sideways for this one. Start on your hands and knees. Reach and plant your hands beside you. Press into the ground and then hop your legs over, landing gracefully, one foot just before the other. If you're moving to the right, try to touch down with your left leg first. If you're moving to the left, try to touch down with your right leg first. Do a couple and then switch directions. Channel your inner graceful monkey. Have fun with it. Last, but certainly not least, we shall become dinosaurs. Are dinosaurs animals? Who cares? Choose your favorite dinosaur. I'm choosing to be a T-Rex. If you're following me, make your arms really short and bend over a little bit. Pick up your knees nice and high as you walk. Show me your best roar. Have fun with it. Great job on the warm-up, everyone. Grab some water and let's keep going. We'll be completing 2 rounds of 5 different activities, starting with jumping jacks. Jump your legs apart and wave your arms overhead at the same time. Then jump back in, bringing your legs together and arms to your sides. Rinse and repeat. Keep smiling and keep going. How many can you do in 30 seconds? While you're counting, make sure to keep your abdominal muscles engaged throughout to support you. And try not to shrug your shoulders up to your ears. Keep some space. Next, let's get ready to do some squats. Stand with your feet a little wider than your hips. Turn your toes out very slightly. Hold your arms out in front of you. Bend your knees and sit your hips down. Try to keep your knees lined up with your feet at all times. Stand up nice and strong. Breathe in on the way down and breathe out on the way up. You got it. Smooth and steady with this one, no rush. Excellent work, everyone. Come to the floor for some mountain climbers. Set up in a high plank with your hands shoulder width apart. Press the floor away nice and strong with your hands and shoulders. Alternate, bringing one knee at a time towards your elbows. You can switch with a slight hop, but make sure to keep your hips up in line with your shoulders. It's kind of like we're hiking up a mountain, but we're on the floor. Make sure to keep breathing. Come on back up for skater jumps. Start on a single leg. Squat down to load and then spring sideways, landing on your other foot. When you land, make sure your knee is bent, not straight. Absorb the landing with control, like a leaping lemur before pushing off again. Use your arms to swing across your body in the direction you are jumping. Start with a small distance so you feel controlled, and then you can jump higher or farther as you progress. Last, before we take a little water break, is forward and backward hops. Bend your knees and sit your hips back to load the jump. Start with your arms pulled back with your hips. As you jump forward, swing your arms forward as well. Land softly like a ninja cat so that no one can hear you. Then repeat, except going backward. Push off the ground nice and strong. Your arm swing will remain the same both directions to keep things smooth and easy. Time for a 30-second break to catch your breath, grab a sip of water, and say hello to your pets. Or just watch these cute kitties. Okay, let's get ready for one more round. Starting back with jumping jacks. Staying on the balls of your feet as we jump our legs apart and bring our arms to reach up. Then jumping your feet together, bringing your arms back down. Stay light and springy on your feet. Try to avoid shrugging your shoulders up to your ears. And see if you can engage your abdominal muscles throughout. Are you counting? Don't worry about counting. Just smile and have fun. Only a couple more to go now. You're doing great. Take a deep breath and get ready to squat. Find a stance that's comfortable for you, with feet slightly turned out. Extend your arms out in front to help you balance, but keep your shoulders away from your ears. Sit into each squat with control. See if you can keep your abdominal muscles engaged throughout. Keep your knees lined up with your feet at all times. Press the ground away and stand strong. Next, pop down to the floor to climb a horizontal mountain. Set up in a high plank with your hands shoulder-width apart. Your hips and shoulders should be at the same height, creating a tabletop that somebody could set their teacup down on. Alternate bringing one knee at a time towards your elbows. Don't let your head droop down to the floor. Make sure to keep breathing and keep smiling. 2 more moves to go. Come on back up for skater jumps. Starting on a single leg, keep your toes pointing straight ahead, pressing into your big toe. This will help you stabilize and not fall over. Squatting down to load, and then spring sideways, landing on your other foot. Start with a small distance so you can feel in control, and then you can jump higher or farther as you progress. Okay, you've made it to the last exercise. Let's finish strong. We're jumping forward and backward. When was the last time you jumped backward? We know, it's weird, right? Bend your knees and sit your hips back to load the jump. Pull your arms back and swing them forward as you jump. Land softly. Shh, don't let anyone hear you. Check to see if your knees are caving in when you jump. See if you can line them up with your feet. Amazing work, y'all. Now airband your way into a rockin' day. Thanks for joining in our exercise class for kids today. If you had fun and enjoyed it, we'd greatly appreciate if you gave this video a thumbs up, and feel free to share it with family or friends. Join the Virtue community by subscribing to our channel where we post weekly videos. If you'd like to work with us in person, we have many virtual training offerings that you can read more about on our website, linked in the description below. See you soon!